So we're going to talk about scoliosis. Somebody's got a tight right pec minor, and it's pulling the shoulder forward. We start seeing a bow of the thoracic spine curving towards this area, and then sometimes it curves that way too. And so we're going to try to pull the spine this way and the spine this way, and then additionally maybe try to pull the shoulder blade down this way or that way. So it just depends what you want to do with your tape. So I think I'm going to do the one where I'm going to try to bring her shoulder back, and we'll go this direction, and then I'm going to bring it back a little bit. This one's going to be a Y cut. So I'm going to start with the normal rounded corner, and then I'm going to go up the center. The lines don't always match what is center, so you can eyeball it if it's not. Leaving about a box at the end, and then we trim these tails as well. If it starts getting sticky with your scissors, you can take a alcohol wipe and just clean off your scissors so the adhesive gets sticky on there. Whenever we make a cut in the tape like this, we want to tear it right at where that cut is to free our tails, and then get the paper loose. So that'll be my anchor, and we want it to go this way. So we're going to take this anchor and we're going to place it down onto the scapula, and then we're going to take one tail at a time. So I like grabbing it like that, and we can go up, place it down. Oop, got a little buckle there. And that one too. So that one is pulling down to here. If you do get a little buckle in there, I would just leave it if it's really tiny like that, rather than to take it off and put it back on, because otherwise you'd lose your adhesive. If you're going to take it off, then you get a completely new roll of tape. So now what we want to do is bring this curve back so we can go right at the spine and come over to make our next one. And I can make a couple of them depending on, are the ribs also rotated over? Do we need a little bit of the intercostal fascia moving this direction, or is it just really up here, and how bad is it? So I'll measure from the spine over and then back off a little to allow for the recoil. Really is kind of relaxing. It feels like you're doing arts and crafts sometimes, like when you're a little kid. So I'm going to measure, like, where do I want it to go? I'm going to do right here. And this is where it gets tricky with the sport bras. Normally I leave this on, but for here I know I'm not going to be able to do that without a third hand helping in. So I'm just going to go and stick it right there and let that hold its place. Up, and this one I'm kind of envisioning right now. I'll have one on this, the supraspinatus or spinatus, however you like saying it, and another one on the infraspinatus or spinatus. Tomato, tomato. And so now we have this one pulling down this way and this one pulling that direction. I could even have it a little bit longer, coming all the way over to here. So I might redo that. But for the sake of the demo, you get the idea. I can, but I could make it all the way over to here, depending what we're doing. And I could have this one come all the way down to here. But we also have the lumbar area, and I already have tape here, but I can reverse that. So without actually putting it on, it's not going to do much where it's at. So it gives a good idea of how much time you have to have for doing the taping. If you want to take it out of your client session or book extra time, and how much you're going to charge. So I'll just do it over top of the tape, but you would want it skin on skin. So I would want it this direction. So I would get my tape and put it here. The beginning and the ends, no tension, and in between, get about 25 to 35%. So then we have this coming this way. We're straightening out the spine.